But our top story here at 6 o'clock, the man suspected of committing that deadly shooting inside Muskogee's Arrowhead Mall was in court today. Testimony revealed this was a fight between two groups, one called the Northsiders, the other called the Southsiders, and it happened to spill over into that mall. News on 6 crime reporter Lori Fulbright was in court today and has the new developments for us. Lori?
Well, Scott, I sat through 10 witnesses today, and it was obvious why it's so hard to prosecute gang crimes, because many of these witnesses had memory lapses, and others were caught in outright lies. It was hard to tell if they were doing it out of fear or loyalty, but the DA was clearly frustrated that some of his witnesses were changing their stories.
Security was beefed up for the preliminary hearing of Dondre Fowler. Only one entrance at the courthouse was open, and everyone was required to go through a metal detector. Police believe Fowler pulled out a gun and fired shots on April 10th inside Muskogee's Arrowhead Mall. By the time it was over, one man was dead and 5 others were hurt. One of the injured was retired McAllister police officer Walker Stewart, who was at the mall with his family when he was shot in the hip. Most of the witnesses agree they saw two groups of young men arguing, then one man pulled out a gun and fired. But no one could agree on how many men or what they were wearing or even how many shots. This woman, Cindy Johnson, claims she saw Dondre Fowler pull out that gun, but didn't see the actual shooting. Fowler is identified with the Southsiders, and after her testimony, she was talking with men associated with Northsiders. When several witnesses' testimony didn't match what they said in their initial police reports, the DA asked them if they'd been threatened to change their story. They said no, but couldn't explain the discrepancies. One woman, a nurse, testified a bullet whizzed over her head as she ran into a store when the shots rang out. And when she saw a man on the ground, she gave him CPR. She said while she was working on him, a man approached her and said he was the victim's cousin, and if she let him die, he would come after her.
This hearing is expected to last at least 3 days. Once it's over, the judge will decide if there's enough evidence to order Fowler to stand trial for murder and the 5 counts of shooting with intent to kill. Lori Fulbright, the News on 6.